One of the things that we've been doing, Pierce, is we have been asking for them to give us 25-year amortization terms versus 20, and that just helps with the cash flow.
You got 90 rentals, right? And what are you doing is like to prepare for what's coming down the pipe here?
Well, over the last 6 months, I've been refinancing my properties into 30-year loans. So that's been helpful. And I don't have I don't have 90 properties. I have 90 units, but that consists of probably around 65 individual properties. And so I got about 10% of those on 30 years at this point, which is nice, maybe even 15%. But the other ones that I have lately, over the last year and a half, 2 years, instead of opting for a 3-year fixed rate on a 20-year amortization that doesn't balloon, I never do loans that balloon. And the reason that I don't like the loans that balloon is because the amortization schedule is how you get wealthy. So if you don't understand amortization, you definitely need to learn that. And if you have a loan that balloons every 3 years, you're starting over on your amortization every 3 years. So what I like to do is I like to work with the local banks, local credit unions, for multiple reasons. Number one, they're going to lend what's called portfolio lending typically, meaning they're going to underwrite and originate your loan, and then they're going to keep it in-house. It's going to be part of their portfolio. They're not going to take it to Wall Street and sell that loan off. So number one, I like to use the local banks and credit unions because of that. Number two, I like to use the local banks and credit unions because they're just going to be easier to work with. You're not going to have 49 points of contact transferring from call center to call center during the underwriting stage. You're just going to be working with Jim or Tom or Todd. And that's it. It's just going to be easy. And then last but not least, the local banks love to lend to local people. That's their business, right? So if you are a local person dealing with a local bank and you're trying to buy a local property, that's their bread and butter. They want you. They love working with you. So local banks and credit unions are great. But to answer your question, over the last year and a half, we've been transferring or renewing our loans when they come due, or that's even wrong, when they renew, and we are locking in 5-year fixed rates with them versus 3-year fixed rates. And we pay a little more for those, but with the uncertainty in the market right now, it just makes sense to do so. Also, one of the things that we've been doing, Pierce, is we have been asking for them to give us 25-year amortization terms versus 20, and that just helps with the cash flow.
Yeah, absolutely. So increasing your amortization terms, helping with your cash flow, refining if you can with local banks, so you're not having to deal with.
Yeah, we don't use any big banks: Wells Fargo, Chase, U.S. Bank, Bank of America, PNC, you name it. I avoid them like the plague. Reason is, man, they don't care about my business. Who am I? I'm just some little guy in St. Louis, Missouri that's got a few $1 million portfolio. They don't care about me. I'm nobody to them.
Right.
But when I walk into the credit union down the street and I tell them I own, 65 properties, they're like, we want your business. What can we do, Dave, to earn your business? So, I mean, why would I not want to work with those people versus these other people that don't care about me? I'm not, and I don't.
Absolutely. Makes a lot of sense. Okay.